Let me adjust. Where we at right here? Oh, look at the Bundia. hey, hey, hey. Welcome. My name is Miladies. I'm your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards astrology, self-awareness, forgiveness, self-love, everything you could think of, okay? And so today I am super excited. Hey Maria, Rich Rising. I'm really excited because we get to breathe. We are out of the rut, the the purging in a sense, right? Sagittarius season is here. And so now we have a bit more clarity. The personal planets, I'll explain was that, are rooting for us. So we pretty much have an accelerating December. All right. So let's talk about it. I have your rising sign information so that you can go and um, manage December through that energy. It's happening in different areas for all of us. Oh, hold on. Let me go live on TikTok. It's happening in different areas for us. So it helps out a lot when you are connected to other people, so that you could kind of like understand, right? If you're in a relationship, what's going on with your kids, like all that good stuff. You'll be able to know why maybe a person is acting the way they act, or why they're more focused on certain things. All right. So don't forget to check out the 3-month tarot reading that I did for you. I'll put it down below. It talks about October, November, December. Go through that. I won't be doing tarot in this video, but I'll be giving you some rising sign information so that you can get yourself in orbit. How have you been feeling? Right? I've been shifting myself as usual, right? If you ain't shifting, what are you doing? What are you doing? Reflecting? Okay, good. Resting? I like to hear that. Taking care of your health. Y'all remember the beginning of the year, right? Because we in December. Remember in the beginning of the year, I shared with you guys to focus on your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, all those things. Did anybody get into any stagnation because they didn't pay attention to any of that this year? What's going on? Did you do your doctor's appointments? You know, having the Pisces North Node and the Virgo South Node, we've been going through a lot of the back and forth of how we don't desire to treat ourselves anymore and how we desire to treat ourselves, right? So, with that being said, let's use this month also to reflect. Some of us are going to be asked to reflect, some of us are going to be asked to take action. There's going to be momentum, 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 momentum. All right. I'm really excited. Hold on. Did anybody get unexpected surprises? Did you leave room for spirit to surprise you this year? I know I got a hell of a surprises. I'm like, hey, yo, I thought y'all didn't love me. Right? I dispute with my spirit guys all the time. We have like real heavy discussions. I don't know. Um, are y'all scared to talk to y'all spirit guys? Are you guys scared to command? Are you guys scared to bargain? Right? Like, I bargain with mine all the time because I'm like, listen here, your girl has been doing the work. So what's up? Oh, okay, boycott, boycott, boycott. I have a friend of mine who knows exactly how I speak. Well, a few friends of my spiritual friends that know how I speak to my spirit guys. They be crying, they be laughing because it really is a talk. Don't be afraid. What up, TikTok? All right. Let me drink some water because I'm gonna be like blah 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 blah. So starting, I'm a little early, 2 days early. It's November 28th today. I'm gonna talk about Mars. It has already entered Sagittarius. I'm going to talk about Venus, who is entering Sagittarius on the 30th of November. And I'm going to talk about Mercury, because Mercury has been going back and forth into Scorpio and Sagittarius. Why am I going to be talking about all of this? We have the Gemini full moon coming up in December, and we have the Sagittarius new moon. I'm preparing you to take advantage of this new moon. I'm preparing you to take advantage of yourself, right? What can you offer yourself this month? Not necessarily going through what you didn't do this year, more like what am I going to do now to prep for 2026? Because it's that time. It's that time to prep. And this is not about New Year's resolution and stuff like that, because you guys know we celebrate the astrological year in April. So chill out. All right. For the most part, is utilizing this fall winter energy to redirect yourself, redirect your energy. Again, there's a lot of reflection that happened. I mean, there's a lot of things that happen for you to reflect on. Let's say it that way. Thank you. And so, with that being said, are you allowing yourself to reflect? Or are you beating yourself up because you didn't accomplish whatever you said you was going to accomplish? I reminded you guys that there was going to be a lot of um I told you guys not to plan so thoroughly, because things was going to be changing over and over again, and you seen it and I seen it. I was looking for a job, and I didn't find a job until April, right? Once I found a job in April, my schedule shifted. Okay, fine. And because of the type of jobs that I do, my schedule shifts every 8 weeks, 12 weeks, right? So I knew that because I picked this type of job, I was not going to be able to have a completely stable schedule. So I rolled with it. There's a lot of ups and downs with the jobs this year, and I truly enjoyed it. But I knew not to build a fitness schedule at this time, because I didn't know if I was going to have a gig at that time, right? So I worked around things, right? The beginning of the year, I did a 60-day yoga challenge for myself. That was exciting. Did I have a completely full exercise schedule? No. But I did go with my intuition. Every time that I decided that I needed to get into more physical activities, fine. But we have been going through so many upgrades that we personally cannot see with our bodies, right? All those aches, right? All that sleeping that we're doing is not laziness. It's not any of that. It's pretty much us upgrading our energy to what we've been calling in. A lot of us have been manifesting. A lot of us have been asking for a change. Your body has to get accumulated. Don't did I say it right? Tell me. To you pretty to that new version of yourself, right? So if you are saying to yourself that you desire to have a different style of body, right? You want to change, you want to have a flatter stomach, you want to have stronger arms, you gonna have to go through that physical shift, that physical change, right? And that physical change can be sometimes excruciating to the muscles if they haven't picked up 5 pounds before or anything like that. So that's just an example on that aspect. So imagine you entering a new relationship, imagine you starting a new job, imagine you getting into a new neighborhood. There's a lot of those what I used to do energy to be released, and then you have to give time for that new energy to pretty much settle into that body. So with that being said, don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself and start integrating. Right, this year I integrated a lot. I stepped back, then I integrated a lot. Many of us know a lot, right? We smart, educated, have a lot of wisdom, knowledge. We can go back and forth in conversations, but how many of us are actually taking those steps? We desire to see other people take those steps, and we help people out. That's cool, no problem. What about you? What about you? All right. So I just wanted to share a few of those things. So now, when I talk about personal planets, we have personal planets, we have social planets, and then we have outer generational planets. Personal planets, Mars, personal planets and illuminators, right? Mars, Venus, the Sun, Mercury, the Moon. These are the planets and illuminators that influence us internally. They move faster than the social planets, Jupiter and Saturn. Excuse me. But then again, you can see Jupiter and Saturn also don't take up that much time either. Jupiter always takes about a year, 12 months to 13 months to go through a zodiac sign. And then you have Saturn who does 2.5 years, right? Cool. When we talk about the outer planets, we're talking about Uranus or Uranus, however you want to say it. We're talking about Pluto. We're talking about Neptune. All right. We're also talking about asteroids, right? Because I like to include Chiron in here. So sooner or later, you guys are gonna hear me talk about Vesta, Eros, Pallas Athena. I'm gonna put you guys into all of that because that and Juno. Juno, I don't understand. Juno's an asteroid, but we should be talking about Juno a lot. So get prepared because y'all gonna Juno who don't know. All right. So, anyways, let me bring y'all back to the planets. So these are the outer planets that take longer periods of time. Uranus takes about 7 years. Pluto takes its nice 20 to 30 years. Whatever. Neptune does its 14 years. So when we are utilizing this energy, the personal planets are the ones that really serve us in our day-to-day activity, in our monthly activity. When the sun is in Sagittarius, everybody's feeling sexy, everybody's feeling loose, everybody's feeling free. Don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like, look at me wearing red. I'm already in my red, so with that being said, we feeling more fiery. We're getting into that element. We're moving away from that Scorpion energy that was more really deep, introspective, intimate, maybe even in a sense obsessive energy coming up, like all those different things that Scorpio provides, right? That energy is dying down a bit. Whatever we recuperated from that energy is coming along into Sagittarius energy to get put into work. So when we talk about Mars is going to be pushing us to act. All right, Mars is not here to play. It's here to play when it's in Cancer, in water signs, because it's like, you know what? I'm going to take my time. Let me swim. My fire is dim. Don't ask me how fire is swimming in water. Leave me alone. All right, let me just imagine. So it's coming to tell us to act, right? Venus is going to be coming in to push us more towards our desires, or more like pull us more towards our desires, right? Because Mars does the pushing, right? And then Mercury is coming in to do what we say we was going to do. So what you're saying matters during this time. I'm going to go into what is Sagittarius energy and all that. So I want you to just keep in mind that there is going to be, for some of us, some type of action, even if that is rest. Because a lot of times, if we don't rest, we don't recharge to do what we desire. As usual, we like to charge our phones to make sure that our phones is nice and dandy, right? So we can stay connected. When do you charge your phone, your internal battery? How does that work for you? Let me know. I said, you know what? Let me just do it. All right. So let's keep this in mind. Mercury retrograde from November 9th to the 29th. All right. So it was going back and forth into Scorpio and Sagittarius. Boom, boom, boom. And it's going to end up on the 29th. It's going to go direct, meaning that it's going to stop pulling us back, and it's going to now have our minds moving a bit more forward in Scorpio. So we're still going to have that Scorpion energy. Then on December 12th, between December 11th and 12th, that's when Mercury is going to go into Sagittarius. So we're still going to have our minds on that Scorpion energy for the most part. All right. So keep that in mind. We still got Jupiter, and I have a video for you as well. We have Jupiter in Cancer retrograde until next year. So go look at that video. Okay. What that retrograde is really doing for us is helping us internally, right? Jupiter is going to expand whatever we think when it comes to our emotions, when it comes to our home, when it comes to how we take care of ourselves, how we nurture ourselves, how we nurture other people, right? Our connections with our friends and our family. How was the holidays? All right, that's still happening. And then we also have Uranus that's retrograde, and it's going back and forth into Taurus and Gemini, going back and forth into that until 2026 when it settles into Gemini. So still self-worth concerns and issues, money concerns and issues are coming up, right? Did you look at your finances? Did you say that you desire an extra income but still haven't figured out how that's going to happen with still you keeping some of your self-care energy? Like, what's going on? That's also still happening. And lo and behold, let's take a deep breath for this one. Wait, let me breathe. Saturn is now moving forward in Pisces. So congratulations, Pisces. This is going to be one of the last energies that Saturn is going to be basically messing with you and your sign for the next 30 years, because it takes Saturn, like I told y'all, 2.5 years to go around. So take its time. Prepare yourself, Aries. So Saturn and Neptune and Pluto are all moving forward. Remember, those are the outer generational planets. So there's a lot going on in the world right now, right? We know that. We can see that, right? And whatever had shifted between those retrogrades, it was somewhat in a sense of a cleanup, so we can clarify our eyes on how we want society to run and things like that. We've seen a lot of New York seeing some changes and things like that. So, you know, whoop-de-woo, right? This is, with these three planets going direct, a lot of our karmic action, a lot of the choices that we're making are going to be sticking. Specifically, these three planets, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, they're going to be going into back into the territory they explored this year in Aries, and Pluto staying in Aquarius, right? So all that energy is going to, in 2026, is going to settle in. So there's going to be I'm going to do a video on that too. Y'all know I do the yearly videos. In 2026, there's going to be more of a more stable, settled energy, because these planets are not going to be moving for some time. So we will have a bit of a breather. So that's why I am sharing these personal planets, so you can understand how to deal more with Mercury, Mars, Venus, the sun, and things like that, so that you can use this energy to your advantage. All right. So we have Mars that went into Sagittarius, right? And under here, Sagittarius is connected to Jupiter. So we are talking about our belief system. We are talking about what motivates us, what makes sense to us, what directions do we desire to take. Sagittarius rules the ninth house, right? And with that being said, it's all also about our travels, right? Some of us might be thinking about moving. Some of us at this current time might be planning, right? Because it's also that energy, planning what we desire to do next. So, and there is a sense of an impulse, and a sense of, because Sagittarius is a fire sign, right? So there's a sense of like an urge. So some of you guys might be switching religions, right? You might be switching the way you believe in something. Again, Sagittarius is our belief system. So yeah, your opinions are going to change. Yeah, your belief system is going to change, and that's okay. Why we be beating ourselves up when we believe something and then we get that aha moment that, okay, that's fine. We used to believe in that and now there's added components to it and we can add a different belief system to ourselves. So that's what we're going to be going through. Then Venus is going to come in and Venus is really going to turn up. Venus loves being in Sagittarius. So there's a lot of sassy energy happening. All right. Expect people to speak the truth at this time. People are going to be saying how they feel. Are you ready for that? Some of y'all might need to hear how people feel about you. And some of y'all need to speak up and tell people how you feel about them. Oh, that's not going to work out. So when does it? When? All right. And then Mercury joins the party on December 12th to the 24th. So what's important here, I believe I always say that. The most important thing, I think my friends be making fun of me. The most important thing. All right, so Sagittarius is bold. Sagittarius is curious about a lot of things. So even if you don't travel here, right, because Mercury retrograde still is going to be in its shadow during the beginning of the year. So even if you don't travel, literally, you're traveling here in your imagination. What does your future look like, right? What does it look like for you to be an entrepreneur if that's what you desire? This energy could take you there, right? What does it look like for you to be in a committed relationship? This energy could take you there. What does it look like to be in a new spiritual group with people that care about you, people that support you, right? Your friends group. All of those things are coming into that limelight right now. So how are you desiring to align with your truth, right? Are you tired of people who are making fun of you because you light up candles? Then find friends that do care about you lighting up a candle and are asking you how your manifestation went. You know, are you living a happy life? Your life is good and you want to share that with people, but everybody's life around you is not. You feel bad that you want to share certain things and their life is not going as great. Is that affecting your friendship? Do you have to dim yourself down at times to fit in because everybody else is going through something? And now you desire to be around people that's not really going through anything all the time. What does that look like for you? So collectively, we're also going to be seeing us moving towards what we truly want in our community, what we truly want within ourselves. It's big. For those of us who know about it, it's bigger than us, right? We can take care of ourselves, and we also know that somewhere in there in between, the community is important for those of you who do serve the community. So how is this energy also moving you along? How your shift is shifting other people? And that can be community. Literally is your significant other. Community is your kids. Community is Mrs. Betsy from down the block. All right, how are you inspiring her? Are you saying good morning to her? All right. So the reason why this alignment is important, there's going to be a lot of insights coming in through our dreams. There's going to be a lot of insights coming in through conversations as we continue, for those of us who are, again, aligning ourselves to the things that we desire. We're asking for us to meet the people that are going to take us to the next level. Some of us are doing our quantum leaping, right? How is that working out for you? Tell me. So here's some questions. What do you believe in what is your belief system and how do you act on it? Let's put it that way. How do you act on what you believe in? If you believe that children shouldn't be hurt, then what is your action towards that? Oh, I can't do nothing about that. So does your belief system shift because you can't do nothing about that? Do you care about the animals? Do you care about Mother Earth? What's your belief system? Like, yeah, we can talk about money and things like that, but truly, truly speaking, where does your belief system lie? All right. What truth am I ready to speak about? That could be a childhood trauma. That could be you speaking the truth up to your boss, right? Because you're tired of it. So what's up? So what are you ready to speak on? And then also this energy matters because of the choices that we're making right now is going to push us into 2026. So if your choice right now is to be more your choice right now is to shift through your depression, through your anxiety, is that the energy that you're desiring to bring in for 2026? 2026 is a 1 year in numerology. I'll be talking about that, which means it's a new beginning in general. It's like a total reset. A total reset for the entire world, right? So if you was given that button to reset, what would that life look like once you reset it? Tell me. Does it look the same? Is your room shifted? Do you live in a different space? Do you have a cat? All right. How this may affect us in general is our travel plans, right? And also our future plans. Again, let's plan month by month with the energy that's working with us. For those of us who do have our 2 year plan, you still working month by month because you have to break it down in order for you to get your plan ongoing, right? So work on that month to have that 2 year plan, 5 year plan, because I know some of y'all need that, especially my Virgos, and break it down. Break it down. What does that look like for you? And leave room again for miracles and leave room for mistakes. That happens. Leave room for failure, leave room for mistakes. You know what I mean? I don't have time for mistakes. Yes, you do, because it teaches us something. We don't know everything. And if you do, then you need to start creating a course to teach people. All right. Recommitment to our belief system and spiritual practices. Again, some of us might shift the way we connect with source, God, source, universe. Um, uh, speaking speaking boldly about our values. Speaking boldly about our values, ending situation that restricts our growth. Right? Who's telling you that you can't do it? Are they the ones that are stopping you from you reaching your goals? If you feel strongly about something and you keep hearing no, turn that into a yes in your mind. Keep turning it into a yes if you truly believe in what you are pushing out there, whatever that is. All right. And then saying yes to something you've been avoiding. Is it the laundry? Say yes to it. Delegate. Some of these personal chores we can delegate so that we can have our minds focus on other things. I think I said that before. So, and then you also want to be noticing a lot of people, like I said, speaking their truth, right? If I'm telling you to speak your truth, you ain't the only one. Somebody else is going to be speaking their truth. Somebody else is going to tell you about yourself. Be open for constructive criticism. I always share that we don't know ourselves from the outside, right? You can look at yourself in the mirror, but people watch us from the outside and they have some stuff to say. It's all an opinion, but at the end of the day, if we don't take these constructive criticism, how do we grow? How do we grow? Restlessness and impatient, because it's fire. Does fire wait to take down a whole forest? Nah, it ain't asking questions. It's going forward. All right. So watch your impatientness. Watch your bold. I know you bold about things, but again, intuitively see when it's best to take the actions, right? Maybe when somebody is angry, we don't have that intense conversation so that things don't actually blow up and now we don't get anywhere, right? Read the room. Read the room. If you having like strong conversations, can the environment be a little calm? Can our nervous systems be a little bit at ease? I know sometimes we get heated and we want but where do we go? When our parents used to scream at us, we hated it. Even if they were right, like lower the voice a little. My eardrums. There's gonna be strong attraction because again, we talk about Sagittarius. We got Venus going in there, and then sudden interest in new people, sudden interest in your significant other. You might see them in a different view, right? Maybe they did something and it became sexy. Okay. So be open to these things. And of course, with that imagination and that Jupiter energy, big ideas will be coming into our mind. There's going to be a lot of details coming in as well. So grab your notebook, write down these unexpected thoughts, and don't think that these unexpected thoughts are nothing. Some of y'all gifts are being ignited, and you still surprised that you knew that it was going to happen. Don't forget that everybody in the world is intuitive. They got all their clears. It's just a matter of you settling into that energy and opening yourself up to that part of you, that gifted part of you, the one that's intuitive, the one that knows to go left instead of right, and then you like, I knew it, you know, the one where you just randomly going into a neighborhood and you see a sign that says come in and you go in. Those intuitive actions are going to be heightened right now. So what's the difference between your intuition and then also your shadow self telling you certain things? It's all about continuing to question yourself. Continue to, the same way you would question somebody about how they feel about you, question yourself. How does this feel inside before you take the action? Does it feel good? Do I wait a little bit? You'll be surprised at how your body tells you, don't do this yet, do this. You ever hit up somebody and they like, yo, I was just thinking about you, and you just randomly listen to your intuition and hit that person up? All right. We are lining up our actions with our words. All right. So it's very important for you to work with your energy. Do what you say what you do. If you're going to be taking a nap, take it. Don't lie to yourself. Get off the goddamn phone, take the nap. If you're going to be journaling, do it. If you're going to be exercising for 5 minutes, just do it. You're going to be having that energy to just do it. All right. Hey, Rich Rising. Happy Venus Day. Yes. Today's Venus Day. If you into that, light up a candle, bring in some of that love energy, bring in some of that dinero energy. Dinero. Hey, hey. All right. This light sometimes be bothering my eyes, but then I'll be dark. All right. Mars is our drive, our ambition, and how we go after what we want. When it's in Sagittarius, is pretty much not staying quiet. Like I told you, it's really going to be feeling like you don't have time. Oh, I can't do this. Mars is always like, go, 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 go. It's that Aries energy, right? Go, go, go. So make sure that you take breaks in between what you're doing. Don't sit in front of the computer too long. You know, don't over exercise. It could be that type of energy as well, because you're gonna be really motivated to do things, especially when it comes to travel, right? Unexpected travels is the holidays, or even shifting where you were going. That Mars energy is going to be bringing that in. Some of us are going to be also taking risks, right? How does that feel inside for you to take a risk, right? On something that we've been like pondering all year. Now it's just like, I'm going to do it. Do it. You never know. Then those excuses come in. Oh, so I gotta get somebody to watch my cat. Oh, I gotta watch, I remember one time I was gonna go on this trip and I didn't have anybody to watch my dogs. And I wrote a petition to God Source Universe. Okay. And I was like, oh, now yeah, I probably hear that. And I was literally reading that affirmation every day that I was gonna find somebody, find somebody, find somebody. And then I bumped into a website called rover.com and I found somebody. I found somebody that could watch my dogs, and they did. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to go on the trip because my excuse was like, "Oh, I can't find nobody to watch my dogs. I can't find nobody." Shifted that I can't shift it because some of y'all want to take some trips real quick, 3-day trip or whatever to get a peace of mind, and you like all the excuses is there. All right. So, so having Mars in Sagittarius, it's more about our spirituality, our intuition, rather than our logic. Because again, Sagittarius is more, oh, they're gonna be beeping the horn this whole time. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can hear that? Welcome to Harlem. So it's not more on the logic aspect. The logic aspect is, yes, I'm writing these things down, but also it's like you're trusting the unknown to guide you. Yeah, the unknown is literally your intuition. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing this. I've watched people in the last several weeks do things just because they say, I feel like doing this. And sure enough, 2 or 3 weeks later, they've gotten a confirmation of why they were doing these things. Don't doubt yourself. Mars and Sagittarius is providing us with more meaning in our lives, right? Some of us don't feel like, like, yeah, I know some of y'all have these questions. I'm like, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my next step? What do I have to do next? But here you are, tap in, right? Venus goes into Sagittarius November 30th to December 24th. It doesn't even stay a month there, which means that it's also going to be in conjunction, riding and having a party with Mars in Sagittarius until the 24th. You got the masculine energy and you got the feminine energy going into a party sign. All right. This is like your desire. A lot of times is the masculine energy doing something or the feminine energy doing something. This is like combined union, divine union coming in together. It doesn't happen often. And it goes into Sagittarius and it says, hey, we turning it up. So Venus goes in there and Venus desires adventure. Venus does not want to be caged in. So, if your significant other you feel like your significant other is a little bit distant, no. A lot of us just feel like we need to be free right now, free to think about our desires, free to think about what our next steps are, right? So it doesn't mean that they want to be free from the relationship or free from you. It's more of like them desiring to explore themselves. So Venus goes in there and Venus desires for love to become more honest, for it to become more playful, for it to become more freedom-like, right? This is a time where you and your partner could turn it up a bit. Maybe play a little games in the room, right? Maybe get a little sexy. Was that dimmed down the past couple of months? This energy is bringing that up. So yes, sexual drives is going to be high as well. When it comes to dating, there's going to be a lot of dating happening in the next couple of weeks. What y'all doing? Y'all on Tinder? Let me know. I heard Facebook dating is good. So under this energy, there's more of loose energy. Relationships are either going to be growing together or they're also going to be, kind of like spreading apart because we're not understanding the type of energy that's coming in. So we might misunderstand things. So talk with your partner. Are you guys on the mutual vision? When it comes to your kids, are you and your kids on the same page when it comes to the changes that are happening inside the home, right? Is it time to change I don't know why that's coming up, but I think somebody's kid wants their room changed. Go change your kid's room. I don't know, they want something different. All right, come on, Spirit, we doing this. But I feel like some of y'all kids is asking y'all to shift their room. So give them something different. I don't know, get them new bed sheets, make them feel like it's something different. Do that cloud shit up there. All right. So if you're not feeling this energy, you can be also in a space of feeling that you don't know where you're going. I do believe the first thing to do when you're feeling stuck or you feeling like you don't have a sense of direction, to sit the fuck down. Where the fuck you going? Sit down and talk to yourself. Oh, I'm tired of doing that. I don't know what to tell you. We sit down and let other people talk to us about their stuff. Like I said, we sit down and let people talk to us about ourselves, but we can't sit down with ourselves. Sit down with yourself. All right? Let the nastiness come up. Venus, again, wants more connection when it comes to what we're doing as a union. What are you doing as a union with yourself? Are you marrying your desires? And it's looking for more than just security. Oh my God, what's going on with my eye? It's looking for more than just security. It's bringing in that romance. It's bringing in laughter. It's bringing in more learning. Sagittarius again brings in that learning energy, that a curious energy, that what makes you happy energy. How can I make you laugh energy? And even I'm coming with the energy of work. When you are at work, like, are you happy there? Or how can you change the dynamics within your work environment to make you happy? Because again, this energy is coming in to inspire us, to motivate us, so that we can be joyful and more calm rather than agitated and angry and frustrated and jealous. And you, are we together? Are we together? Okay. So there will be some financial how can I say, some of us are going to be focused on our finances depending on where it falls in your house. If it's in the second house, sixth house, 10th house, eighth house, you're going to be thinking about your finances. All right. You're going to be thinking about your stability. You're going to use this energy to guide you to that next big idea, guide you to that next job. Or for my entrepreneurs, is just really going to guide you to boost some sales. This energy is going to help you, right? There could be overspending because obviously we are during the holidays. So think about that as well. Try your best to know. Oh, look at me talk about that. Isn't today Black Friday? It's Mercury Retrograde still. I would advise y'all to wait until like Cyber Monday or something like that to get things, because the reality is that some of the stuff that y'all gonna buy, y'all not gonna like, and y'all gonna bring it back. Let me know if that happens, because it's Mercury Retrograde. Right? I wouldn't buy anything. I'm chilling. Don't believe the hype, but whatever. You know what I mean? Let me know if that computer works that you bought. So when we are in this little cocoon from November 30th to the 24th, ask yourself, where is your authentic energy coming from? How are you connecting authentically with other people? Where is the authentic love in the connections that you have? Are you pretending? Like I said, or are you shrinking yourself? Um, that's going to come up. That's going to come to the surface. It's going to be seen. So you might as well just get yourself in orbit and ask yourself these questions about how you desire to move in the world. But first, how you desire to move with yourself so that you'll be able to navigate in the world. Some of y'all are being watched because people do follow what you do. Okay. You mad? You're an inspiration. Get it together. Get it together. Because people are looking at you. You might be doing something good. What's up? All right. So remember, Venus wants honest love, more space, aligning with the right values. Don't undervalue yourself when it comes to some of you who are doing side gigs, those of you who are tabling at this current time, because I know that the holidays are coming in for my entrepreneurs. Don't undervalue yourself and really dig deep into what you feel you're worth. Now, this is the part when it gets yummy, honey. When we have Mars and Venus, like I said, they're going to be together, right? So just make sure that from December 1st to the 10th, you are focusing on your actions. You are focusing on what you're attracting. You are focusing on how you are thinking about it, how you're communicating. Because once the 12th comes in, like I told you, Mercury goes in to Sagittarius, and now that's when things starts making even more sense, because you got the mind there, you got the attraction, the desire, and then you have the action. These three planets are together. Even if it is for you to set your 2026 up, this energy is going to be amazing. Even if it is to set yourself up again for that house, that car. What is the plan? That next baby. I don't know who wants a baby. Who wants a baby? Like, I'm giving out babies. Who wants a baby? But I know some of y'all are desiring this family dynamic. So, like, how are you setting yourself up for that? Are you setting your body up for it? Are you and your significant other going to the doctor to take the right vitamins to welcome that baby into the body? What does that look like, right? A lot of times we forget that we have to prepare ourselves for everything. Prepare yourself to work out. You got to make sure that you have the energy for it. Make sure that you're drinking your water. You got to make sure that you got the mat out if you're doing yoga. This could be a time for you just to prepare yourself. This is going to be a time for you to test things out. Test things out when it comes to conversation. Can you have that deep conversation? Test things out when it comes to a new environment. Test things out. Like, if you're desiring to get a new job, do something by volunteering during this time so that you can see what that job looks like. Or, and get bold, interview people about their job positions to see how you would fit into that. Do I need more lipstick? I need more lipstick, right? To see what that job looks like every day. Take a week. Look at this. You know, because I'm risky. Take a week off of work and then, I don't know, shadow somebody that does the type of job that you do and see what it's like to be in those shoes. If you have you know, the courage to do that. Take 2 or 3 days off and be mentored by somebody. What does that new course look like if that's you? What does that new I don't know, what does going to school look like for you? Or getting more education. This is, again, we're gonna be studying a lot too. Like I said, we might be studying ourselves, other people. All right. And then also, don't ask me how I do this. I'm not a makeup artist, all right? I'll just be assuming that I have enough. See? I think I did a good job. Ew. All right. And then when you take a break, when you give yourself a chance to breathe, when you provide yourself with a bit of freedom, how does that feel? When you're not bringing your work to your house, how does that freedom feel to be disconnected? What does detachment look like for you when it comes to certain areas of your life? Even when you detach from your children, I always say send them somewhere. Send them to me, right? That's why they got after school programs. I'll deal with them. You know what I mean? Kids is bad. Kids is bad. All right. So remembering that Jupiter is in Cancer, which is the ruler of Sagittarius, and I kept saying that it is going to be expanding how we feel about things. So, are you excited about things or you're not excited about things? Are you? Because I feel like some of y'all, like, yeah, I'm ready for it. I've been waiting for this for the last 5 years, 6 years to bring it on. Like, no. Keep that hypeness the same way you was hyped the first time you thought about it. Keep it up. Don't lose faith. This is where the belief system comes back in, right? Not losing faith. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Leave me alone. Don't lose the faith. Jupiter is reminding you, bringing that emotion. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this new move? How do you feel about staying at this job? How do you feel about having that extra kid that nobody thought about? You know what I mean? Think about it. That kid keep coming out. Y'all better do the right thing. Do the right thing. So now when Mercury joins the party, things starts getting excessively loud. All right? Our declarations, our decrees, if you know about that, our confessions. So you're going to be, some usher stuff is about to come up. These are my confessions. I would say Sagittarius. Sometimes it's a bit messy. I'm not gonna lie, Sagittarius. I know, y'all are messy. Y'all messy. I mean that's all I can say. So yes, there will be a lot of that other stuff, right? The part where somebody might be fighting for somebody, right? You got that Mars energy in there. I'm not gonna leave that out. So watch your hands, watch your feet. People are gonna be confessing they love. Some of y'all are gonna be tearing up your job because you're tired of this, right? So you just, rah, I'm off this. Dramatic exits. That's also coming up. But there's also going to be business pitches happening. So for again, my entrepreneurs, for those of you who are asking for a raise, ask for that fucking raise at work. Ask for it. All right. Um, Making decisions that feel destined for you. If you don't feel like sharing certain things with people because you feel like they're going to rain on your parade, don't share it. Are you certain that you're ready for what your next steps are? Who does it involve? If it involves your significant other, then get on board and see what they say about it, right? Some of us are going to be boldly just doing what we have to do, and our significant other might not be there. Are you ready for that? That is going to be very heightened during the 12th to the 24th because of that energy. All right. Our words, our desires, and our actions align deeply. Keeping in mind that even though on the 29th Mercury goes direct, there's still that shadow period. All right. So things are clearing up. Keep talking to yourself. Keep asking yourself questions. I spoke about reparenting before. You guys want me to talk about that again? Let's do it. It's important. The forgiveness challenge is coming in on Monday. I'm preparing myself this weekend. We're doing it from the 1st to the 7th. And yes, I'll be waking up at 8:30 in the morning, and we're gonna be doing that forgiveness challenge because I said I was gonna do it, and we gotta do it. All right. So that's gonna be important. For those of you who are ready to let go, right? Ready to focus on yourself, not holding the coal that's burning inside, thinking that other people are going to see and they're really not, which is honestly preventing us from happiness or for what's to come in. All right. Let me see what I have here. So after that nice 2 weeks of Mercury going into its, leaving its nasty energy behind, we're gonna be also in a space of finalizing some decisions. Finally, we get to sign some things. If you haven't signed anything yet, kudos to you. If you did, pray on yourself, pray on it, make sure that you didn't miss anything. Make sure that make sure you didn't miss anything. Make sure that all the details that they told you during the retrograde is accurate. All right, because some stuff that we signing are finalized. So read the fine print, okay? Especially when you're making big career moves and any commitments that we're making into a new path. What's the vision? What is the vision? The vision also gets grounded. Don't forget that during this time, I'll speak about it separately, that new moon in Sagittarius is coming in, so we can use that energy. All this that we've been working on in December, we can use that energy to amplify the vision and propel. If you get what I'm trying to say here, we are utilizing this energy, the energy of Mars, the energy of Venus, to surface our desires, to show us what we're going to be taking action on. And then during that new moon, we place those actions and have that new moon carry that energy for the next 6 months. This is all internal work. Again, we're working with the personal planet. And it's just for December. This is why I'm like very here with you, because it's for December. Once Mars goes into Capricorn, it's a whole different category. You already know Capricorn gets mad serious. So play with this Sagittarius energy. Let me see what else I gotta tell you. Those of you who do vision boards, do it. During this time, my vision board, when I do a vision board when I get that Sagittarius energy, for whatever reason, my vision boards is words. And it makes sense, right? Because Sagittarius is more on that logical stuff, that ideology and things like that. So I write my desires down. There's other times during Aquarius season where I'm doing vision boards, right? Let's learn how to use these energies. This is why I'm here to share with you guys how to use this energy. So, again, I'm keep saying it. From November 30th to about December 24th, we have the 3 personal planets joining together in Sagittarius during different time frames to propel us into our desires, to say what we mean and mean what we say, to add feelings to that, to expand and grow in whatever area that is. And I'll get you the rising sign, whatever area that is for you. All right. The last thing I'm going to say before I give you guys the rising. Let me see what else. My eyes. I can't believe it. You know what, guys? Give me 1 second. Let me get something for this, because I'm going to be blinking all day. All right. Blessed day. Don't judge me. I loved him. I should have been an actress. All right, let me hurry up. Ooh, prepare yourselves. I'm coming back. All right. The last thing, let me see. But we'll talk about this. Yeah. So Mars is going to be moving into Capricorn real quick. I'll just share that. So it's not like, the fire disappears. It's more like the fire starts getting more focused. So Capricorn, like I said, comes in, starts getting more serious, and now we get to build it. So you see how that energy happens. You get inspired, you bring in the passion, you bring in the energy, and then Capricorn energy comes in and says, hey, let's focus that. Let's drive that to our next destination. So there's a lot of structure that's going to be coming up, following up after that. There's going to be a lot of commitments that we're going to be saying. We said yes during Sagittarius season. Here comes Capricorn season. Let's get it done even faster, right? Because now you know exactly what you want to move forward with. And remember that Capricorn is about materializing and things like that. It's an earth sign. So why wouldn't it materialize if you said you was going to do it? Keep your goals achievable. And I believe that that's another thing. We desire to get a home, right? But we don't keep our goals achievable. The end goal is the home. What is before that? Taking the first time home or owner stuff, looking at your credit, getting a financial advisor. Those are the steps that gets you to those places. Have you been doing that? Or do you feel like you're going to manifest and somebody's going to randomly give you a home and a key? That happens too, right? There's inheritance that happens. That happens too. So where are you shifting your energy towards? I've seen miracles. I've seen miracles. All right, so let's go to the rising signs where everything's going to be for you. So again, Mars, Venus, and Mercury in Sagittarius. This is where it's going to be for you. Mars is giving you the action, the drive, and the courage. Venus is giving you the love, the money, the value, the desires, the attraction. Mercury is giving you that communication, decision making, contracts, connections, contacts, internet, all of that is giving you that energy. So Aries is going to be in the ninth house for you. Mars is going to be basically having you travel a lot because the ninth house is that energy. So you're in Sagittarius energy right now. So many of you are going to be more focused on technology. You're going to be studying and just really big, moving big on your decisions, whatever that may mean for you. And I get it, Aries, you guys have been Aries rising. Y'all been going through some shit. So now you feel more energized, more powerful, especially when Mars was in Cancer the first 4 months of the year. What? That was excruciating. Venus is going to attract people to you, ideas, experiences, and it's going to also expand your worldview. That's what the ninth house does for you, right? With Mercury, there's going to be a lot of conversations around faith, purpose, and what your future plans are. All right. So keep that in mind, especially if you're focused on changing your career or even shifting your partnership, or if you're getting into a partnership. Any of those things is really going to be helping you out. The advice here is to say yes to growth. Like, it's time for you to open up to something different. A lot of us, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we're not here anymore to be the savior. So start letting that sink in. We're not Jesus Christ no more. We don't have to save people. A lot of people are actually taking action in their own life, so we don't have to be the person that they lean on. So it's okay. You don't have to defend a lot of people anymore. Let some of that go. All right. So Taurus is in Taurus is in the 8th house. Mars is bringing intensity around intimacy. I told y'all, shared money and emotional bonds. So for you, that area is going to be heightened. Venus is bringing in your desires to deepen and trust the process, trust the people that you're connected with, and also you're going to be rethinking the attachments that you have with people. With Mercury, it's going to be important for you to get deep into your financial conversations, your debts. You see how my hair? Your debts, and also power dynamics. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio, is ruled by Pluto. So there's a lot of intensity there. The passions are going to be really high. The advice there is to transmute that passion if you can, and also be transparent with who you're connecting with, whether that's intimate, whether that's on a surface level with your acquaintances. Align all of that for yourself. Try your best not to chase any emotional securities through financial risk. You want me to say that again? Try your best not to chase emotional security through financial risk. Very important. Gemini rising, your 7th house, relationships. Ooh. Mars is going to be activating your relationship dynamics really quick. Some of y'all are going to be getting friends out of nowhere, joining groups out of nowhere, getting into relationship out of nowhere, sparking up your relationship. All right, this is quite a fun time for you. Conflicts are also going to be speeding up, and commitment. So Gemini, are you ready to commit? Because Mars is bringing that in. Venus is going to be increasing your attraction. You're going to be more flirtatious, as if you already not flirtatious. Hold on. TikTok. There we go. As if you already not flirtatious, but whatever. I ain't going to say nothing. Go ahead, do your thing. Hey, that's how you be getting free stuff, okay? Mercury is going to be... there's also going to be... Venus is bringing, for those of you who don't care about the other stuff, business partnerships, business ventures are also going to be popping up. I see some of y'all do some being invited to a podcast, maybe if it is in 2026. Some of my Gemini risings. Okay. The advice here is to speak honestly, all right, but also listen. Because y'all be like, listen a little bit, right? And then Mercury going direct is really going to be clearing up any confusions for you. And for you, Uranus is retrograde and is reminding you not to rush any agreements. So like I said, even though Mars is bringing in that quickness, Uranus is also fucking with you and letting you know you don't have to agree to everything. You don't have to say yes to that as of yet. See how that works for some of y'all. Yes, you get invited to the new podcast. Take some time. Maybe take a week or two to think about it before you do it, right? I feel like you guys are making really, really big decisions. And you could get hyped because you see it happening, right? Your vision is saying it's happening. Take your time. Read the details. And ask questions. So everything could be clear for you. Cancer is going to be in the 6th house. Mars is going to be bringing you more work. The 6th house, I told you, is about work. So it is going to be bringing Cancer rising, bring you more work, more movement, and then also a shifting in your routines. So what do you desire to add to your routine on your day-to-day? 6th house is day-to-day. 6th house is connected to pets. It's connected to volunteer work. It's connected to services. So are you adding volunteer work this time around on Cancer rising? Sorry. Are you adding exercise now? I don't know. Are you adding exercise? Let me know. Venus is asking you to enjoy your day-to-day life more. Stop bringing yourself to burnout. Do more self-care. Because burnout is possible right now because, like I said, the 6th house is going to be activated with Mars telling you to take action, take action, take action. All right? You're going to be talking a lot about work, your health, and your boundaries. That's what Mercury is bringing in for you. Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with talking about that. Now, are you talking to the right... Why I keep doing this? Hold on. Are you talking to the right group of people that are listening to you? Is my underarm sweaty? Y'all see that? I told y'all I be getting nervous. People don't believe me. There you go. Okay, dime algo. All right. Do your best, Cancer rising, to tap into your pleasure side. All right. Do things with more intention. And then Jupiter, remember Jupiter's doing that retrograde, is asking you to pace your emotions. I feel like some of y'all gonna be angry because y'all gonna be doing a lot in December, and it's just like, whoa, center yourself, woosah, take a 5-minute break. All right. Leo rising, the 5th house, your sister sign. Mars is turning up your libido, creativity, and your confidence. Or it's like you're gonna be plugged in to like the universal electricity when it comes to that type of energy. The 5th house is the fun house. The 5th house is your house. Is the sun house. The 5th house is Leo house. Oh, you popping. You popping. Venus, romance feels very playful. You're going to be very adventurous and bold. Watch out, my Leos rising. All right. Because y'all might be finding somebody. Do you have somebody? Because it might be some other people popping up. You know, I'm saying flirt, don't touch. You know, this house gets a little spicy. The advice here is to enjoy the sparks, but don't confuse excitement with alignment. All right. Saturn is direct, so it's asking you to take pleasure seriously. So I'm telling y'all. So Venus is bringing that, and then Mercury is bringing more of that love expression. So you're going to be more in that mindset. It's bringing more art towards you, and then a lot of a passion comes easily. All right. Direct your energy, Leo rising. Direct it to your creativity. Venus rising, the 4th house, or your ancestors is after you. Mars energy goes towards home, family, emotional foundations, and connecting with your ancestors as well. For those of you who do connect with your ancestors, that's the 4th house. That's Cancer energy. That's the moon energy. Your intuition. Oh, for my 8th house too. For those of whoever has the energy in the 8th house, your intuition, Taurus, right? Your intuition is going to also be heightened. Your spiritual gifts are going to be heightened as well. Venus, Jesus. Virgo rising, that's going to be the same thing for you. All right. So tap in, meditate more. That's an exciting time for you. I can feel it. Venus is bringing your desires to what feels safe. So what does safety support look like for you? Also, where is your time? Where are you freeing up space for yourself? Virgo rising. Mercury is bringing communication and conversations around family boundaries and also where you live. Do you like where you live? Are you desiring to live somewhere else? Has that been a question that's been coming up for you and your family, right? Or for you, just yourself, if you're a person who's exploring this world on your own. You ready? I see some of my Virgo rising thinking about being a pack bag person for 6 months. Who's that? All right, the advice here is to clarify your emotional needs before making a big domestic move. All right, before you decide to probably leave that relationship. Clarify your emotional needs before you decide to leave that job. Clarify your emotional needs. Why is it that you're doing it? How is this going to be serving you? Get those questions in alignment. And it's time for you to face some of that emotional baggages. Remember, I told you this, the 4th house is ruled by Cancer and the moon, right? So in a way, Jupiter is still kind of like fucking with you too. And it's asking you to now relocate your emotional baggages somewhere else. It's like, I feel like some of you guys are going like this. This is how I feel. Okay, I'll deal with it later. And then this is how I feel. And it's just like all you did was moving from one side to the next. Let's do Frozen. Let it go. All right. Libra rising is going to be in your third house, communication. I feel like for you, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, there's going to be a lot of sales on the internet, a lot of connections on the internet, things going viral for you. All right. Mars is moving at a fast pace when it comes to your communication, you speaking up, boundaries. This is the third house is Gemini energy. Who is it that desires to write a book for you to get those ideas out there as well? Venus is bringing in charm, so you extra sexy. Flick your lashes at me. Men can do it too. Let me see those dimples. All right. Your words attract opportunities, Libra rising. Should I say that again? Your words attract opportunities. What you say is heightened at this time. Stop playing with me. Writing, teaching, networking, and contract highlighted is in store for you. Mercury is bringing that in. Congratulations. So when we are, let me finish and then I'll say this. All right. The advice here is say what you mean and mean what you say. Jupiter is asking you to check your emotions, right? Behind your messages. When you're communicating with people, when you're connecting with your children, with your neighbors, this is all of that. In school, whatever it is, courses, check your emotions, right? Ask yourself, is this coming from my ego state? Is this coming from my higher self state, higher understanding, higher lessons? Where is it coming from? That's really going to help you out at this time. We have Scorpio rising. That's in your second house. De Niro. You're more on that, right? Once we get into the sixth house, it starts getting more personal. Those of you who I just read right now, you guys are things are going to be more personal, so it's not going to be out on the limelight a lot, right? So for those of you who have Scorpio rising in the second house, you're going to be, that's that Taurus energy, that's that Venus energy, right? So you're going to be more motivated to increase your income and your self-worth. You're going to be more focused on that. Not necessarily saying that you don't care about other people right now, but you're more into yourself, and that is okay, right? I mean, it's for the whole month. Why not? You deserve that. Venus is going to be attracting more pleasure your way. You're also going to be circulating more of that abundance, and then your finances are going to be expanding. Focus on that. Focus on how much you desire from entrepreneurs, how much you desire to make this month, how much you desire to save. Make a clear financial plan for yourself for what your desires are. If it's for a car, make a plan for that. Is it for vacation? Make a plan for that, right? Maybe you want to go on vacation 3 times next year. What does the budget look like? All right, this is going to be great. Mercury is talking about money. I wish I was a Scorpio rising right now. Focus. All right. Money, negotiation, and pricing decisions. This is going to be highlighted for you, like top tier. I feel like some of you guys are going to be able to talk down some of the prices that you see. So like if you get in a car, Scorpio rising, I feel like you could talk them down. Maybe like $2,000. I mean, that's just coming to my mind right now. Y'all know I'll be intuitive, so go ahead, let me know. If you know, like negotiations are gonna be great for you. You're gonna be good at it. The advice here is that the expansion that's happening for you is real. So try your best not to overspend through validation. All right. Try your best to right, because this that self-worth energy that's there. So sometimes the energy of this is the amount of money that I have and that's how much I'm worth. Try to separate the material stuff a little bit in a sense so that you can focus more on what it's like to receive that the reward that you're looking for, right? Because Saturn is also affecting you here, where is asking you to create more discipline over impulse. So I feel like you that validation that you seek, transform that. Try to transform that, because Saturn is there. It's going to reward you. Saturn is going to reward you once you put that discipline in. So again, that talks about the financial plan, getting a financial advisor, looking at your income, looking at your bank account, being true with yourself, not beating yourself up. Because again, I feel like some of us don't look at our finances and then don't know how it's going to grow. I feel like if you look at it, if you make a plan, you can see, you're going to be able, Scorpio rising, you're going to be able to see how it's going to grow. All right, Sagittarius rising, the first house. You're more focused on your physicality, your identity. You're going to be more focused on maybe even changing your hairstyle, your wardrobe. I feel like some of y'all want to look different for 2026. Cool. This energy is affecting you. Top. Is affecting you. Yes. Mars. Physical energy is going to be rising. Your confidence is going to be up, and your visibility is going to increase. Yes, people are going to be looking at you, watching you. Exes. You like that? Some Sagittarius like this. Sagittarius like their exes, right? Stalking them. Y'all gonna have some of that stalking stuff. You're gonna be very magnetic. So I do feel like, yeah, get on your high horse, get on your bullshit, get on your my face is glowing every morning type of shit. Rise up, Sagittarius. All right, you're gonna be drawing more people to you. As you continue to share your authenticity. If you do not drive yourself through your authentic self, what does that mean? Your authentic self shifts as your belief system shifts. So just know that. With that being said, if you don't desire to attract bullshit, start being more truthful with yourself. Right? There's not a time to pretend that you like people, because you're going to get bullshit energy. You're very magnetic right now. All right. Mercury is going to have your voice carry weight. All right. Your words are going to define your direction. I feel like you guys also could hop on the internet, Sagittarius rising, and y'all could start going viral. You guys, your energy is extremely amplified. It's your time to shine. The advice here is to lead with truth, not performance, which is what I was talking about. Right. I pray that Scorpio season had you face some of your shadows. I mean, the best thing that we can do is face our shadows, right? So that you can take advantage of this energy, because this energy is here for you. And then you don't have to explain every move that you make to people. Like, you're done explaining. I don't know why I got the age 20 in my head. What my 20-year-olds are doing, because I have 20-year-old clients. What y'all doing? Y'all leaving your parents' house? Capricorn rising, the 12th house. Capricorn, for you, is a little bit more quiet. It's more personal. The 12th house, it has to do with your subconscious mind. It has to do with services. That's that Piscean, Neptune energy, right? So Mars is asking you to do some energy work behind the scenes. See what patterns are surfacing when it comes to your subconscious mind. What is it telling you? Venus is bringing more private desires, hidden passions. What y'all doing? Y'all don't want people to see. And quiet healing. Capricorn rising is like, listen, y'all go party. Yeah. You see what I'm telling y'all about Capricorns? Everybody else is partying. Capricorn is like, I'm going to do some energy work. No shade taken. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about myself. Okay? Oh, y'all thought I was talking shit. No, this is me. Mercury. And it's funny because yesterday I literally said I'm going to be meditating more and journaling more, because my subconscious mind is fucking with me. Okay? I don't make this shit up. I look it up. It's math and science. Journaling, therapy, and spiritual insights are going to be coming through with Mercury. There's going to be some spiritual insights that's going to be favoring you. So it's very important for you to focus on these things. You could party if you want to, but then it's more of like you're doing that bypass. All right. The advice here is to rest and don't think that you're being lazy. Subconscious mind needs to rest so that things can come up. So your dreams, specifically you guys as well, your dreams are going to be extremely heightened. So pay attention to that. All right. Uh, the advice also, the other advice is tend to your inner world before making public moves. All right. So let me listen to my own advice. Mercury, Aquarius rising, the 11th house. So you have Mars in. Oh, I like that. So you are also just like, I forgot who it was. You in your house too. So this actually is an extra energy for you. It's hyping you up. The 11th house is ruled by you and Uranus, right? So Mars is going to be bringing you more group activity, more group energy activity for those of you who are energy healers. There's going to be a lot of fast collaborations happening for you as well. Things are going to be moving really fast. I can see it. I can feel it. Things are going to be moving really fast for my Aquarius rising. Venus is going to bring more attraction through your community and what you share is like shared goals, right? So for those of you who are business owners, you're going to be attracting your clients. You're going to be attracting the group that you desire by putting yourself out there, by putting yourself into the community and sharing your goals. So I do see some of y'all joining some meetings, but y'all doing it quietly too, in a sense, because it's like I don't need to know people to know what I'm doing. How do you don't want people to know what you're doing when it's literally telling you that you're going to attract to your community? Let's get it together, Aquarius. Mercury is bringing in visionary conversations about your future. Do you not want to connect with people? I feel like some of y'all desire to create communities, like literally from scratch, create communities from scratch. But how the hell you gonna do that if you don't get out there? All right. The advice here is to choose alignment over popularity. The 11th house is bringing in people, right? So choose alignment, stay authentic. What was the reason? What was the reason that you decided to start this? What was the reason that you decided to say, hey, I'm gonna be a Reiki practitioner and I'm gonna bring that into the community? Is it because it's popular? Is it because like what is it? Right? Figure that out. Uranus is retrograding and is gonna be reshaping your long-term goals and dreams quietly. So also focus on that. You getting that energy from the personal planets, and then Uranus is also helping you plan. I like that. And then we have Pisces, Pisces. The 10th house, career, Pisces. Let's go. This right here, the 10th house is ruled by Saturn. That is also direct in Pisces. So for those of you who, hey, I like when that happens to me, when I like connect it together. Saturn just went direct in your sign. And then you have your energy for the month of December in there. You see how Saturn is rewarding you? Saturn done been beating you up, beating you up, beating you up, beating you up. Okay, and now is rewarding you. This is where I see the reward coming in. Do you see it? Mars is bringing in career ambition. Public action is going to escalate for you, meaning that you're going to be seen for what you have been putting out there, for the work that you have been associating yourself with, for the time that you have been putting in. All right. So, what does that mean for you? Don't hesitate to collaborate with people to show off who you are. Venus, you need to show off, Pisces rising. You need to show off. The way, who's that? The way Venus been beating you up, I don't know who's calling me. Venus, not Venus, the way Neptune and Saturn have been beating you up. All right, Venus is gonna visibly bring administration and popularity. You guys are another one are gonna be in the limelight. Opportunities are gonna be coming in for you. So focus on that. Focus on what opportunities do you want to call in for yourself? Is it again to, I don't know, go to Bali and do a retreat in Bali? Because y'all know, y'all be thinking about that. Is that what you desire to come in for you so that you can be able to serve the community? Because y'all know y'all like serving the community. So Venus is bringing that in, and the visibility is like, things are no longer hiding for you. Things are going to be in your face. So there's no way for you to be like, well, I don't see it, spirit. Yes, you do. Come down to earth. All right. Mercury is going to bring important conversations when it comes to your career, and announcements. What you going to tell us? What's up? I know y'all been quiet. Pisces, y'all been sun, moon, and rising. Y'all been quiet. Y'all been quiet. The advice here is to speak with authority. Speak up. Say it with your chest. But stay emotionally grounded. I know you guys got that down packed. I feel like y'all evolved, right? For my evolved Pisces, sun, moon, and rising, y'all in a different stage, all right? Jupiter here is asking you to focus on what fulfills you, and focus on what fulfills you more than being recognized. We have that energy a lot of, yes, you can get popular. Yes, people can get services from you. Yes, your job might adore you. And why do you desire that? Because that's going to come. But is it because you've authentically gotten into the space of things that you're passionate about, and now you're ready to accept that? Because some of us, we don't know how to accept popularity. We don't know how to accept being recognized. And so that dims our passion, because we're so scared to be recognized that we don't even want to show that we have gifts. I know that. So with that being said, how do you, specifically for those of you who I said are going to be in the limelight and being popular and things like that, Sagittarius, there's a bunch of y'all, right? How do you accept that you're gifted? How do you accept that you have something to share with the world? How do you accept that? I'm going to keep saying that word. And allow yourself to be recognized through your authenticity. All right. So for everybody, ask yourself, are you being honest with who you are and how you're showing up for yourself first and then for others? With Jupiter retrograde, keep asking yourself, are you emotionally supported by what you're expanding? It comes back to that emotion. We've been dealing with that the entire year, to incorporate that so it could drive us. We know when we manifest, we already know that without a feeling, without an emotion, it's not going to get anywhere. Period. Oh, I wish to get a house. Where's it going? Oh, thank you, universe, for allowing me to live in this beautiful new apartment or new house, whatever it is that you desire. Thank you. I look through the window every day and I'd sip my coffee because I knew that what I seen came to fruition because you did that for me. This is my letter of gratitude. Y'all know I'll be getting hyped. All right, Mercury, Venus, and Mars together asking you to move now and to move in your truth. So, with all that being said, I don't know. Anyways, all right. So, with that being said, this is what I have for you guys. Don't forget to watch the 3-month reading. All right. Don't forget to look at the Jupiter reading. I have tons and tons of affirmations with the shorts. I just put up one for your bills. Yeah, and I'll be back. I just wanted to really share this. I'll be back for some December energy. I still got to talk to you guys about all the other shenanigans that's happening. Yeah, take advantage of this energy. All right. I love you guys. See you soon. Who the hell is that? All right.